The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Hoosiers will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside is 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense going to get the chance to start this game off. On the ground, it's James. Nice move there. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches, and this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Breaks into the open. Made a defender miss. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Offense gets set for second down. Let's go. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And the Badgers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Hands it off. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Badgers.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Indiana's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take.
Going for a big play right off the bat. Makes the catch down the right side. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit them right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
Caught in the backfield, it's Ali.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Hoosiers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. Splits the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Off the play fake on 1st down. Pulls it in, it's James. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Oh, he's got some space. The 40. The 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wisconsin. That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Hoosiers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Gets it to him on the screen. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big 3rd down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
And the Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Hoosiers are on the move.
Here we go, set.
Quick completion to the right. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
In college football, you see this a ton now, and you use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
He's in open space downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Hoosiers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
27.
He's got it on the right. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Here we go.
Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by 7 over USC. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes a grab for a big play. Right down the gut of the field. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Badgers. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ali.
Now, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
And the Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. To the air on first down. Finds his man in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 2nd down coming up. we have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you.
Wisconsin 21, Indiana 6.
Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's shot. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? On the move. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. I'll admit, I wondered if they were just lining up to try to draw them offside.
Oh, me too. Whenever you line up in your own territory, you're thinking, oh.
Turning it on. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. As much a part of Wisconsin as cheese and brats feed that running back for first downs.
It's crazy, Reese. They don't find the most highly recruited guys, but they find tailbacks who are dudes. And Ron Dane to Jonathan Taylor to whoever it is, they always find a bell cow running back at the University of Wisconsin.
They're dealing with a second and long. Power football with the run.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Badgers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to run for it. Across the 25. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wisconsin, number 20.
And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the point after is good.
Wisconsin 28, Indiana 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they could put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Badgers decide to punt it away. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Gain of 4. Third down coming up.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Hoosiers line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Hit as he throws. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. This offense has it with really good field position. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Unloads quickly, and they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Running back searching for a hole. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
He'll bring it out. It's Hood. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. UCF has the lead right now, but this night's crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside the bounce house. They're up by a field goal over Oklahoma State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Hoosiers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying play action. Quickly out to the tight end. The offense will quickly use a timeout. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's shot. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He's looking to throw. Fires left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
This time it's complete, and he's knocked down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And he had just enough to will that one home. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, don't tell me it's a basketball town when we've had a first half like that there in Bloomington. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hoosiers with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. They'll try the run, finding open areas. He breaks a tackle. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Set, ready.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Caught, close to the marker, it's good. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Hoosiers have taken it inside the 20. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Second down, he'll throw it. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be fourth down. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. The give on the inside. Got enough for the first down. There he goes. The 40. Past the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Badgers.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
They'll go back to work on offense. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Caught behind the line. It's Ali. Still on his feet at the 45. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. The Hoosiers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ali. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off play action. Got his man quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hoosiers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Let's go. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. And the defense carries the day. They win at the line of scrimmage, and they stuff him on 3rd and inches. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Offense is stopped. Will be a turnover on down.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Robinson will throw. Catch in the middle. It's shot. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Hey, listen, as a receiver, you're running that hitch route against man coverage. You can't loaf on it, right? I know it's just a little short throw, but you've got to make the defender think you might be going deep. So a nice job not just taking it easy on the play. He put his foot in the ground, he drove back to the ball, and made it.
Going over the top. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. The give to the back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Going to sling it on second down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
All right, that's one the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. They didn't do it that time.
Catch in the middle, it's Wilkins. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. The Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here we go, here we go.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Crosses the 35. At midfield, he's got room. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
22 water, 22 water.
As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hood. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
And the Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And here comes the punt team. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt it.
Breaks into the open. The 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. The Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Takes the handoff and he's going right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Military stunt.
Makes the grab. It's Cook. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on 2nd down for this offense.
Ready.
Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Hoosiers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play.
Ready.
On the option, the pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man in the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, give on the inside. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal.
On the field goal.
Just drives it between the uprights. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Picks up the first down.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go! Let's go!
They want that clock to run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So now things a bit harder after that delay of game penalty, and now you got to worry about getting it out of the shadow of your own goalpost. And how about this confidence in their field goal kicker? They're going to pat him on the butt and say, go give us 3, big fella. Oh, and he missed it. No good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
At the 46-yard line.
They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.